Staying in Germany, where the country's foreign minister has said the frosty relations between Berlin and Washington are unlikely to thaw even if someone else takes over as US president in November. Heiko Maas said the relationship had undergone structural changes and in its current form, it no longer met the demands of either side. The latest bone of contention is President Trump's announcement that he will substantially reduce the number of US troops stationed in Germany. In one small town in the southern state of Bavaria, that could have serious repercussions.
At Ed's bar in the small Bavarian town of Grafenwöhr, everyone is welcome. Many of the regulars here are US soldiers from the nearby army base. Gertrude Leado has been standing behind this bar for 27 years, taking care of soldiers when they're happy, when they're angry, when they're broken. To those who come here, this is more than just a bar, and Gertrude is more than just its owner.
They don't
call me by my first name, they just call me Mom. A lot of them say this is their home away from home. Sometimes they come here and they might be in low spirits. So when I see that, I try to talk to them about it. I can't say they're like my own children, but they come here so often, it's like my family here. Ed's bar, named after Gertrude's late husband, himself a GI, is a fixture in Grafenwöhr. It's a quiet town that's home to the largest overseas US Army base in the world and to 12,000 soldiers and their families. Talk of US troop withdrawal gives rise to uncertainty here.
The base is the backbone of this otherwise economically weak region. It generates some 660 million euros in revenue a year, 60 to 70 million euros of which is money that the soldiers spend in local stores and restaurants.
Some 3,000 civilian jobs for Germans are directly tied to the base. That's almost half of Grafenwöhr's overall population. Impossible to replace in a remote region like this one. But Grafenwöhr's mayor tells me, for him, economic considerations are only one part of the equation. We're celebrating 75 years of living together with the Americans in a small town with 6,500 residents. It's always been a nice and friendly relationship, and I think it has benefited both nations. We hope that it remains that way. American soldiers have shaped Grafenwöhr since the end of World War II.
Even he was here. Back in 1958, Elvis Presley spent a few weeks in Grafenwöhr, and even though it violated the terms of his record deal, he played one small concert in a local strip club on this very piano.
A story they're proud of here. But US troops don't only enrich Grafenwöhr, they also get something in return. Over at Ed's bar, Crystal is one of the regulars. Originally from Texas, she's been in Grafenwöhr for 4 years. Not as military, but as a civilian working at the base. She believes living here is a unique experience for her and the soldiers alike.
It's not just another duty station. It's a chance to experience culture, another culture within the confines of that country. A soldier, sometimes they don't get to see much other than their work. There's good things that they can see, and then there's, the bad. And I think that coming to Germany, coming to other cultures, they see the good. Lots of good. And sometimes that's what's needed.
At Ed's bar, they hope that no troops will be withdrawn from Grafenwöhr. They're convinced it would be a loss, not only for the town and its people, but for soldiers here as well.